take your ruler, your book, the largest pages are these drawing paper pages, which are 9 inches. So line up the 0 mark, not the end of the ruler, the 0 mark, and we are going to mark at the 1 inch mark, the 2 inch mark, and the 3 inch mark. Skip 4, skip 5, put a dot or a line at 6 inches, 7 inches, and 8 inches. So now we have 6 dots that are spaced 1 inch apart from each other. So there's 1 inch here, 1 inch here, 1 inch there. There's 3 inch. There's a 3 inch stretch right here in the center. 1 inch, 1 inch, and 1 inch. So we're 1 inch in from the front. Then get into your bag, find your sticky note with the needles, choose the larger needle, and we are going to poke a hole in the spine of this register at each of those marks. Make sure your crease is really tight, all right, because this needs to be directly in the crease. I do not have this correct. Nope. See, this is why it's important to take your time when you are folding and lining everything up. Open it up. Okay, so I would not be pushing on the end of the needle because it's going to hurt your finger. Pointy side goes at that mark all the way through the spine. Can you all see that? I should get a black piece of paper for under my demos. But it goes all the way through directly in the crease. Okay, I like to fold it a little bit like this when I am doing it so that I can see the crease better. I know that my needle is going right through. It's not going crooked or anything. So do that at each of the marks. I'm going to spin it around because my hands are small. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one of my registers. My other. Okay, I'm double check that all my pages are lined up the way that I want them, because if they're not, then my holes are not going to line up when I go to sew, and they're going to be in different places than I want. All right, make sure you are using the inches side of your ruler, not the centimeters. And mark with your pencil 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, skip 4, skip 5, 6 inch, 7 inch, 8 inch. Take your time with this. Be as precise as you can, because it will make it easier to sew when it's time to sew it together. 3, 1, 4, 5, and 6. All right, and you can't really see on the camera, but I can see through those holes. Okay, so we have our registers all prepared. You can see my holes in the spine right on the crease. They are stacked the way I want and ready to be bound once we get our cover ready. All right, so that's step 1. I forgot one more thing. Your paper bag that is in your pouch of supplies, I want you to find some scissors. Mine are stuck in my little hippo bin. There they are. See, it's a hippo. And cut some pages out of this. So I'm actually gonna kind of a curved design here. So this is my paper bag. I just cut down the side and the base to open it up so that it was one layer. All right. So be creative with this because I want at least 2 pages made from a book, newspaper, magazine, something like that. You can do more. Don't get too crazy because you have to sew it all together. But at least 2 from a different book or newspaper. And then at least 1 made from the paper bag. So I have this. I'm going to fold it in half here and make a crease right in the center. Make sure it's nice and tight. And I'm going to add this to my smaller register. No, I'm not. I'm going to add it to this one. Okay. Line it up in the middle. Well, actually, I'm going to put this one at the bottom. So these are actually longer than my book. So I didn't cut it from this large side and I didn't cut it down to where it fits, but it actually already has these handy dandy accordion folds. So I can fold it back into the book to close it without it hanging out. So be creative when you are doing your book. I have and that is why you put your needle back in your sticky note when you're not using it so it doesn't get lost. When I'm working, sometimes also will stick it through my shirt with the point sticking out away from me. Just be mindful that it is there so you don't go to take your shirt off or something when you get ready for bed and it pokes you in the eye or anywhere because it hurts. I've done it. It hurts. I also have put it in my jeans before and forgotten, and it stabs. And then I go and I hit my thigh or something and either poke my hand or my leg. All right, so I forgot to add this, so I need to add it to my holes. Okay, better idea. In order to get my holes lined up, I'm going to put it in the back and just poke through my holes that I already had. That way I know it's in the right place. And I didn't have to measure again. All right, so there's my 2 registers, all done.